Hello bafethu, it's a Sunday morning. Let's catch up ukuthi kwenzakaleni because busy siphanda, sikoleka ama-coins, sifaka ama-CVs, siregister ama-business. Ake sibone ukuthi kwenzakaleni. Let's get on to it.
Welcome to another episode. Today, let's talk about lezi nyemfu zamabhunu ezifudukele America. We're going to look at isithingithingi sa-president esibalandelayo. Ufunani? Bafuna ekhaya? Asiyibuyise. Let's talk about parties outside the GNU. Kwenzakalani? MK, EFF, ActionSA. Well, let's talk about one of our own. One of our own has scooped an international photography award. That is something to talk about for this youngster. Well, now, grab your beer, orosi, chillax, hlale phansi. Let's unpack everything that have gone down from umhlaka 12 until 17 until izolo. From the street corner to corporate, we've got it. Sina sikhuluma ipolitiki singayifakile isudi. Asiqale la. Well, America is rolling out a red carpet for Afrikaner speaking people. Let's figure namthwale ezinendlebe ezikhanyelanga zithuthile zabuyele America. Well, no, not to say it is buyele America because they're not from America. The question is why these people are not going back home. You're seeking refugee status in America, yet you are not an American. Where do you come from? The fact of the matter is that these people, they come from Netherlands, they come from Europe, they come from Germany. So why are they not going back home? If you feel that your life is being threatened in South Africa and the land you've stolen is now being taken back to its rightful owners, why don't you leave and go back home? Bakfagani. Just go back home. Uxoshwa yini ekhaya? Why ngahlaleki ekhaya? Well, you know the story. We're not going to go back and dwell onto it ukuthi isuka yonke lento le. From AfriForum lobbying amazwe ngaphandle ukuthi they are being threatened in South Africa bayanqunywa, and then Trump offering them a red carpet ukuthi mabafike. The surprising part is that this thing president of South Africa is going up to America to meet with Trump. Uyofunani? Is he going to ask for a Wi-Fi password? What's going on? Yotshela ukuthi ababuye bezekhaya. What's going on? Let's unpack this, guys. I really don't understand why Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa will follow the 59, 49, whatever the number is. Le yamabhunu hambile ashiye South Africa. Washiye ngokuthula. Hambani siyabonga. Hambani ningaphinde nibuye. The next thing that South Africa should do now is to revoke its status, its citizenship as South Africa. If you leave South Africa because you are threatened, you are not safe in South Africa, so you do not deserve to be a South African citizen. Hamba ungaphinde ubuye. Kufanele sibathathe nge-citizenship yethu bahambe unomphela bangaphinde babuye. But lokho ngeke kwenzeke. You know why? Because South Africa siholwa amavaka. Izithingithingi zasesentini. The real question is this meeting between Ramaphosa and Donald Trump a diplomatic necessity or a sign of subservience? A symbol yokuvuma ukudonswa ngamasende? An admission yokuvuma ukudonswa ngekhala? Yes, likhulu, but asihlahlele. Who benefits the most from the relationship between South Africa and the US? Have you ever asked yourself ukuthi how many South African companies are operating in the US? Well, I know many companies from the US who operate in South Africa. Sikhuluma ngabo Microsoft, sikhuluma ngabo Google, sikhuluma ngabo Apple. There's just too many of them. But how many South African companies are in America? If this relationship between South Africa and America becomes sour or yaphela, who stands to lose? Look, South Africa and Africa is a huge market for the US, for the Americans. If you do not have South Africa as your market, who are you going to sell your products to? Who these massive, huge, big companies from America, who are they going to get their customers from? If South Africa and all Africans say because of the treatment that you are treating one of our own, which is South Africa, let's fold our arms and not do trade or buy your products. Let's boycott American products. If the whole of Africa could boycott American products, America would fall onto its knees. In fact, even South Africa alone, if South Africans could unite and say, we are boycotting American products, America will fall onto its knees. Ungangitsheli nge-AGOA. Yini AGOA? AGOA is just a small portion that benefits only small sector of the business in South Africa. AGOA is nothing. AGOA can go. With AGOA, we will not even feel a pinch, because you and me and every other young South African child is not a beneficiary of AGOA. Tina, we are struggling, we are hustling every day, and we are not benefits of AGOA. Mina ngicasula into eyenziwa Ramaphosa because siyahlupheka sinamsebenzi yena ubhizi yokompa isihlama sika Trump. Come on guys. Yazi lento lena, it's like your girlfriend is cheating on you and then you go and show up with flowers to her new boyfriend. Hayi bafethu, hayi man, asivale la. Ngcono vele sizikhulumele ngeze parliament lasekhaya. Well, hlezi kumnandi kwiparliament la South Africa because izinto zimabheketwane ku-GNU and sayithandazela vele every day ukuthi i-GNU i-collapse. Asithanda, asinalo uthando layo, so we are just waiting for the day it collapses. The DA, well, it's just that girlfriend nje le khuluma kakhulu ezenza ukuglama, etshela ukuthi yinhle, etshela ukuthi iyathandwa, always threatening to leave. Hamba. Oh yeah, every day there's never a week where a DA never threatens the GNU ukuthi mina ngiyaphuma ngiyashiya ngiyahamba. Uhlaleleni pho? Phuma vaya. But on the interesting part of it, yazi mina, I'm starting to see the vision of the MK. MK has got a vision, and I can see the vision of the MK. The big question is that, can MK realize its vision? Because kuyaliwa laphana bafethu, kuyaliwa laphana. I-MK kuneziphukuphuku nje ezazi ukubanga umsindo nezazi ukuthi babizana ngani ngambe, hey mina commander ngeke ngizwe ngubani, hey mina commander ngeke ngizwe ngubani. But there is no political brain muscle. As a matter of fact, mina ngiyamvumela lo mfana we-MK we-EFF okade ethi parliament, i-MK currently e-parliament is just occupying space. They add no value. Yes, they add no value. There is no value from MK. Akhulutho, because labantu abalaphana izidungudungu nje ezidunguzela ezingazi noma ziyaphuma noma ziyangena or iyanetha or ibalele. But when I say I think I see the vision of the MK, look at what they've done. They were able to rope in the ATM, and the ATM comes with a very strong leadership. Yavuyo Zungula. I can tell you right now, there is no one in South Africa ongamthembi uVuyo Zungula, because uVuyo Zungula presents that kind of leadership ethembekile esiyithembayo. Yabona, so far nje we don't know izskeleton zakhe yabo, but he's a likable guy. Vuyo Zungula is a likable guy. So MK was able to rope in the ATM and Vuyo Zungula. They're gonna vote together, and then ulentuzane eSmagashule nalomjondolo wakho ciciyelayo ACT is also going to be part of ilentuzane of MK. But MK needs to go and fish for the bigger fishes. You know, the big fish. If MK can come into an understanding or some sort of a working relationship with the big fish in red barrets, I can tell you that this mission can be realized and this mission can be achieved. One of the two gentlemen, the old man and the young gentleman, they just at some point need to come into some sort of working and understanding, some sort of relationship to work together. Because look, we cannot allow the DA to lead the country or the ANC to gain power. Yes, they've gained momentum, just winning a few wards, and they think they are back on it. But no, I think let's give the vision of the MK a chance. South Africans should give the vision of the MK a chance. A vision where all political parties with the same political ideology could come together and vote as one. Talking about the big fish in red berets, it surprises me every now and then that South Africans don't believe in the capacity and the leadership of the EFF. The EFF has got leadership. The EFF understands South African politics. The EFF understands continental politics. EFF has got structures beyond the South African borders. And those people that lead the EFF and those people that represent the EFF in parliament, they know what's going on. They know what to say. They know what to do. They understand politics. Why, South Africans, are you not giving the EFF a chance to lead our country? They've got the capacity. They've got the mentality. They've got it, but people just choose not to vote for it. So that is why I'm recommending that EFF should merge, not just close shop. EFF should never close shop, but should find a way to work with the moving vehicle, which is the MK. Let me make a typical example. Yabona, last week, EFF has filed an urgent application to the Western Cape Court to declare the adoption of the fiscal framework and the revenue proposal and all those kind of things that we don't know about, that we are all learning about. Yabon, they know the procedures to follow. They know where to go and which doors to knock. On the other hand, the commanders are saying they want the Minister of Finance. They're going to push for a motion of no confidence on the Minister of Finance. Simple an indication that you don't understand the procedures, you don't understand where to go, you don't understand how to deal with the matters. So if you can put those two together, the matured mind and the learning mind together, I can tell you that we come back. These guys can be stronger if they can work together. ActionSA is cooking, bafethu. Yazaliko iviki eliphelayo ActionSA ingabanga something that talks to the young South African child. Yabona, last week they were talking about an opportunity fund, a 5% levy, something that talks to BBBEE current policies. Yabo, we're gonna follow the story up as it develops, but the main purpose or the main initiative is to address unemployment and economic disparities. Now, that puts ActionSA in the center of the political landscape because it talks to the youth, it talks to us and the issues that affect the young South African child. Unemployment, job opportunities, and so on. Talking about the young, many of you may have never heard of Lindokuhle Sobekwa. This young leader have recently scooped an award, an international award. He's actually a photographer. Umshuthi wezithombe lo mthaka lona waseKatlehong eJozi. He's only 35 years old. Yabona, umbhali, he's an author, and now he's an international star. And every time a young star shines, we must clap. We must clap for every time a young star shines. If one of us ephumelela, we must celebrate. Sebukwe, you are a star. Congratulations, my brother. Ayasiqoqa bafethu, asivale. This video has become too long. Asiqhubeke lapha kuma comment sixoxe khona. Sharp.